Our comments have exploded through the roof. So there you go.
All right. That was, we're jamming back here before the start. We hope you are all renewed and recharged for the new year. This is our first show of 2026.
It's wild to say it's 2026.
Which means I guess it is our 6th year.
That's right.
Of doing this show.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I have a button for that.
Hey!
Is it?
I think the in-person clapping was better.
Is it highly arrogant to hit the applause button for yourself?
I think
Absolutely not.
No, you gotta hype yourself up.
Would life be better if we all could walk around with applause?
it's true.
buttons?
Yes.
I think we all need theme music,
Like just
applause.
walking around doing
right?
this for ourselves, like audibly and physically.
Just a little pat
Why
on the
not?
back.
Be great. All right. Well, we have fun here on Lancaster Connects every Monday at 2:00. This is a show that puts some shine on great people, great charities, great organizations, making Lancaster and Lancaster County and the region the excellent place it is to live, work, and love life here in Lancaster. War Gardeners Mattress and More. We host the show every week. I know you all set your clocks to it. Mondays at 2:00, but we're here doing it. So if you want to set your clock to it, we'll be here. Always, right?
No. Every Monday at 2:00.
Every Monday at 2. That's right. That's right. All right. Well, as I said, Gardeners Mattress and More host the show. I have a little mattress tip for you real quick before we jump in. This one's to really think about the features that you're investing in. And, I wrote down motion transfer. So if you're somebody that happens to sleep alone, maybe motion transfer or individual coils or different layers of comfort foams might be important to you if it's comfortable to you, but it might not be something you need. And I just use it through that lens to say, really focus on the things you're being presented, the features you're being presented. Does it translate to your true benefit? Does it translate to your true comfort and support? Because often you can get enamored with something and maybe invest in it, but you might not need it, or it might not really have a lot of benefit to you, and you might be giving up something else. So just always kind of logically step down through those benefits and make sure they're going to translate to your enjoyment. That's my little mattress tip.
And that's something the team at Gardeners can help you out with.
That's right. We're
we do.
good. I don't have a button for it, but if I did, it would say, just look at our reviews, and you'll see even Google aggregates them to say no pressure and educational, helpful, I think is one of the other words. So yes, you can see our reviews, get all that.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
I think it's time to introduce our guests. So in studio, we have Lindsay and Denzel from Assets of Lancaster. Lindsay is a two-timer on the show. Lindsay was on with us, we determined 3 years ago. And in fact, I'm looking over here on our 2022 organization supported board, and there in the bottom left-hand corner is Pet Pantry of Lancaster County. So welcome back to Lancaster Connect now with Assets Lancaster. And Denzel, you and I met in November, I believe, at the Lancaster City Alliance monthly meeting.
Yeah, the monthly merchant meeting.
Okay, there you go. Monthly merchant meeting. It was my first time there. I'm assuming you've been there many more times, but they were giving out, what did they call those awards? The
amazing
milestone
awesome mattress help in 35 years.
That's right. Milestone awards to a number of businesses in Lancaster. Gardeners was celebrating 35 years, and they were giving us an award for that. So that was pretty cool. But Denzel, you and I sat next to each other, and we got to talking about what you do. And we've never had Assets on the show in 5 years, and it's about time. So looking forward to learning.
Best way to start 2026.
That's right.
It is. And I have to interject. So now that we've introduced our guests can formally offer what all of Lancaster's waiting for.
Oh, that's true. This is the
our Wheel of
show
Discounts
special.
Wheel of Discounts.
Chris is just.
How are we doing it?
We practiced and everything.
I love
Well,
it.
you did the motions, you just didn't say it.
I'm like, wait, which one are we saying? What? I don't know.
Oh, that's a good one.
There we go.
Look at what you delivered.
Hey!
Good job. See,
Free
look what you did for
delivery,
people.
$129 value. And so that's a great one. So if you're a listener of our show, a watcher,
Watching her.
if you're a true fan, that means you watch and listen at the same time. But you mentioned that was this week's special on the podcast, and our crew will take good care of you. Take that right off your invoice.
Very nice.
Nice win for the people of Lancaster right there.
Yeah, good job, Lindsay.
It was the cheer.
It was
the
the cheer. Yeah, that's what propelled
We
maximum
set a
discount.
new bar for the year. I don't know what
enthusiasm.
people like week 17 are going to have to do, but I'm dying to see what it is.
Yeah, and then at the end of the year, we compile all the wheel
That's
spin.
the Connecty show.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Just like the best cheers and tomfoolery of Spin the Wheel Madness.
That down.
Yeah.
So Assets Lancaster.
Back to our programming.
I'm familiar with Assets Lancaster. I think a lot of people in Lancaster are familiar with Assets, but what, for those not familiar, what is Assets Lancaster and what do you do?
So Assets is a CDFI, a community development financial institution. So essentially we're a mission-driven lender. So we work with entrepreneurs and founders in Lancaster, but as well as in 4 other counties. So Lebanon, Berks, York, and Dauphin County. So we serve the central PA region. And we provide folks with access to equitable capital so they can get their business idea off the ground or scale their business. And we pair that with entrepreneur training. So educational tools and resources to ensure that they have the resources they need to invest in their businesses well and with sustainably. And we have been serving the community for over 30 years.
Wow, okay. Yeah. So now in 4 different counties. It started out in Lancaster.
So we started in Lancaster, and we expanded several years ago. We started expanding very strategically to be able to provide the resources that we have for our Lancaster entrepreneurs. We knew that there was a need in these other communities because we know that entrepreneurship is really that catalyst for growth for a community. Small business, as y'all know, really helps ensure that the community is thriving, gives people businesses and their favorite coffee shop and their favorite restaurant and their favorite mattress place where they have a relationship with the folks at that shop or at that store, and they have trust with them. And so for Assets, it's really important to identify and help support who those entrepreneurs are. So we work with entrepreneurs ideally in the emerging entrepreneur phase. So they have an idea, they think it's going to be really great. We also think it's going to be really great, and we help them launch it. Or they've been in business for a couple years and they're looking to scale. They're looking to maybe open a second location or have a larger location. And so we walk alongside them to provide them with access to capital, because the first question is always, how do I get money? I need money.
Jerry Maguire, show me the money.
Show me the money.
Right?
And for us, we're a 501c3. So we are a nonprofit designation. And so we've received funding from private donors, from the community, from foundations, from grants. And so we need to be really intentional stewards of that funding. And so equipping them with the education, with Business 101 and with a finance boot camp, and understanding that you can't put your receipts in a shoebox, because that's not how it works. We give them
Says who?
your CPA. We give them access to all of these resources, predominantly for free, for them to be able to understand the process. And then we know that we have done everything that we could to equip them with the ability to get their idea off the ground. And so we can make a wise investment.
So how does it work? Do you find the entrepreneurs or business owners, or do they find you?
Yes.
Okay. The show's over.
Yes.
It's a two-way street to that assets money.
It is. So Denzel can kind of speak to how we identify and work with clients.
Yeah. So I mean, step one, identifying clients is avoid all Cowboys fans. I'm sorry.
I love it.
It's easy to do that this time of the year. They're at home on the couch, just like their team.
On the way to Cabo.
Did you know he was an Eagles fan?
Go Birds. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
That's
I
right.
watched the show. I didn't just come here and never watch the show.
Love it.
I like when you stroke the host ego. That and my applause button. I like it.
Oh,
This is how you get a good deal on a mattress, Lancaster. Just talk crap on the Cowboys and pat me on the back.
long live Jerry Jones.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Assets Lancaster.
Yes, Assets Lancaster. So,
I will be answering all future questions. Thank you so much.
yeah, no, I mean, we there are times where we will go out intentionally just looking for customers, or sometimes it's just the matter of going out and seeing what's happening in the area. Sometimes it's a walk through Central Market, and you're just talking to people as they're going about their day. Sometimes you pop into Lemon Street Market. And other times it's just a walk through the city where I'm like, okay, who's new? What's happening? We always have new entrepreneurs that are popping up. And then you have customers who are referred or who directly reach out. So it really is it's not one direct path that we get customers from. We're getting them from everywhere, whether we found them, they found us, they were referred to us. It's a really nice system.
So I picked up on something you said there. You said it 3 times. You talk about the people you help as customers. Mm-hmm. Is that intentional? An intentional word that you use?
It's probably just
I like the word. Well, no, I like the word. I picked up on it because, for us, we serve our customers at the highest level possible. Mm-hmm. And so I was just wondering if it's a word that you use to serve your people, as you said, good stewards of the finances given to redistribute. To me, customer is like lockstep with 5-star, lockstep with a defect-free experience and service, right? And so I just kind of picked up on that. I was just wondering if that was some language. Maybe it is now. I don't know. I think it's a good word, though.
No, because
I think it's a good word.
I mean, at least on the training side, we have folks that, a customer's buying something. Sometimes they're just coming to us for a seminar, a free seminar on, hey, why should I have an accountant? Yeah. So they're not always a customer because they're not always paying us. Sometimes they're a student. Yeah.
Yeah, you're serving them well.
But we're serving them. We're serving, I should say that we're focused on serving entrepreneurs, not customers. Mm-hmm. There's probably a better way to say it, because everyone who interacts with us is not necessarily coming to us and paying for a service. Yeah. Sometimes it is just a conversation. As far as, hey, I have no idea what my accountant's talking about. Well, here's a list of a few accountants that probably can explain things to you in a better light. And they're not paying for that. That's just sitting down and somebody going, hey, I have no idea what's happening on my P&L. Right. All right. Hey, here's a couple of referrals, and let me make sure nothing looks glaringly obvious real fast before I send you on your way to a professional to get this fixed.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
That's awesome.
Yeah. There are tons of stories of that, of people going through business, and it's like, my business is doing $1 million. Why am I still in debt? Mm-hmm. Why am I not making money? Mm-hmm. And so, I think that's a common problem, whether you own a business or you're just working. And, the old adage of you got to spend less than you make, essentially, is what it boils down to.
Yeah.
Assets actually came up for me at a family reunion, little family Christmas party this past week.
Oh, I love that.
Nice.
So my wife's family, this is like, kind of like distant family. It's my wife's mother's cousin that holds this. It's a fun party.
Okay.
We had fun. We played bingo. 067 got called a whole bunch of times. Kids and adults alike cheered. It's great. Yeah. And but Brent, one of the distant cousins who I actually went to high school with, and the first time I went there, we looked at each other like, yo, Calico, we're from there. And so he started a landscaping business this year.
Oh, nice.
And he brought up Assets, that he went to Assets and got some insights, and was actually more directed to score, because that's more of what he needed. And it was very helpful, being pointed in the right direction.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So y'all did a great job for him.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
Yeah. With Assets, we really look at ourselves as a resource provider or a connector in the community, that there's not a wrong door. You come into Assets and you share what your needs are. And we are very fortunate to have fantastic partnerships and relationships with the folks at SCORE or with Lancaster City Alliance or the Chamber. And we're able to say, okay, the needs that you have shared are this, this, and this. Assets can help you in this way. Maybe here's a training you could attend, or here's a seminar. And SCORE does awesome one-on-one mentorship. Let's connect you with them. So for us, we're really looking to help build the bridge for the entrepreneur, because having the idea is just the first step. How can we journey along with them to help them get that idea off the ground and build a successful business? And for us, success looks like I started a business and the business is making money and I am an entrepreneur. Absolutely. But success can also look like I started a business and I hate it. I don't want to be a chef. I don't want to cook for 200 people. I hate this. Okay. We figured that out. You took, a bit of risk to get there, but now maybe they realize that it's not that they don't want to cook for all of those people. It's that they don't want to manage all of the finances and the staff. They just want to be a really good chef. Yep. And now they move on to one of our amazing restaurants, and they're the best chef that restaurant has ever had. They're still a success.
Right.
We still consider them that lived experience.
So in that example, so that let's just kind of push that example forward, and maybe it's a real one. You don't have to say that or not, but so that happens. Somebody gets a restaurant off the ground. They've got a brick and mortar space, or maybe a food truck, but they just don't love the business part. You help them find gainful employment. Do you also help fill that restaurant space or that food truck space? Can you make some connections happen there?
So at times we work in all fields. Historically, we've worked in the restaurant and food space with food entrepreneurs, with folks that are opening salons or barbershops, with retail, folks that are doing retail spaces, primarily because these are lower barriers of entry, right? You couldn't start a catering business, from your kitchen. You need to get some certifications, but you can do it. Or you can, start a barbershop in your basement and have a line, going out the door. So
Did you do that on purpose? Right as
the
barber pops
that
up?
was amazing.
Our producer has a hive mind. He taps in. He's got this portal that taps in right here and just picks it up. Chris is great.
So we want to also work with our individuals, our entrepreneurs that want to build a scalable business, want to build a business that has, is sustainable over generations and is something that maybe they, pass down to their kids, or they build something and one day they sell it, and now an entrepreneur is coming in and not having to start something from scratch, but is running a successful, well-known business. That's also a form of entrepreneurship. So it's not always like, I have an idea, I needed to get it off the ground. It's how can I build community?
Right. It's really through all phases of the life of a business, whether it's wildly successful, takes a different path, makes a hard right turn, has to stop, has to transition.
Yeah.
There's resources for all of those parts of the journey.
Yes.
Very cool.
So I wanted to shout out Isaiah. It looks like Isaiah Perry is watching. He's a fan of yours. Isaiah said in the chat here, Denzel and Lindsay are the dream team.
I didn't know it.
Thank you, Isaiah.
We're in the presence of amazingness.
That's right. And we're beyond blessed. They are sharing their expertise with the community. Is Isaiah with Assets or friend?
If you would like to be Isaiah, I'll take you. Isaiah is not with Assets. He is currently with the Science Factory.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we've had them on. Yeah.
And he, if he ever wants to leave them, come to Assets. That would be great.
Always be recruiting, right?
Look at this live headhunting here on the show.
So since you were the dream team, I'd like to know how you got involved with Assets and kind of what drew you to the mission of Assets.
You want to go first?
I was starting. You go.
Me?
Tiger it.
All right. Yeah. So what drew me to Assets was Assets' mission of helping entrepreneurs through the lens of education and lending, particularly going after customers who are not eligible for traditional lending. And the reason that is what brought me into the fold is because I come from banking. So I had the pleasure to work at Truist. I had the pleasure to work at Santander as well as First National Bank. And just being in banking, you get to see a lot of the more established customers. And then most of the time you're aware of, hey, if I have brand new businesses, I can't help them. They're just not in business long enough for us or any of our competitors to be able to help them because it's too risky. And it kind of leaves a little bit of a pit in your stomach because you're like, hey, here's a person with what seems like a pretty decent idea. They need a loan and I can't help them whatsoever. And ironically, right after I had to say no to a customer, I got put in contact with Assets within like the same week. I had to say no to a customer. And I'm like, God, this really sucks.
Yeah.
And then here these guys come and they're like, hey, we want to help those customers. I'm like, really? I can do that.
That's awesome.
It just kind of worked out really well. And here I am 3 years later.
3 years later?
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. That's cool.
Do you have, and you don't, often I ask questions, so you don't have to answer.
Great interview.
Just preface this one. Do you have a running total of how much you've lended out through Assets?
Since I've been with the company?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we've cracked $1 million since I've been
Awesome.
with the company.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That's great.
We haven't, we've cracked $1 million between total grants and lending since I've been there. I'm pretty sure we've cracked $1 million. So
that's great.
It's awesome.
Which that's a huge number for the folks you're helping.
Yeah, because we're doing it in small amounts. We're not
somebody
doing
starting
a $500,000 loan.
Right.
Yep.
Somebody starting a barbershop, somebody
Mhm.
starting a catering business just to have a brick and mortar mailbox with a presence that they can get a Google business listing up.
Yeah.
That doesn't take a lot, but it takes something.
Yeah,
And they need that start. And
it's
that's
a
where you
start.
come into play.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For us, we're a micro lender, so that means that we
That's what I
loan
was trying to
anywhere
get
from
at, yeah.
$500 to $50,000, and our average loan size is about $9,000.
Okay.
And so that $9,000 is that seed funding. It's that startup capital or the scalable capital. And for us, we are able to serve hundreds of entrepreneurs every year through that small dollar amount,
Oh, well.
where it's significant capital that we're putting out into the community. And we thankfully, through Denzel's education and our team's education through the Women's Business Center, we're able to ensure that our entrepreneurs are prepared for taking on this risk and this debt. We would never want to overburden them.
Mm-hmm.
And so we are almost 100% certain when we loan the money out, it's going to come back. We have a very low delinquency rate for a CDFI, and we're very proud of that. So we want to equip them the best we can.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, nobody wins if you're having delinquency, late payments, things like that. It's just
Mhm.
right. It doesn't serve your mission, doesn't
Yeah.
help the person that received that money originally. What does repayment typically look like?
As far as interest rates, terms.
Is it a little different for every situation, or what's it?
Oh, okay. So as far as the interest rates go, we don't do risk-based pricing. So
Okay, nice.
the product has a set interest rate. So for example, our small dollar loan is a 0% loan, and it is 0% for everybody. You're either approved or you're not.
Oh,
Our
fantastic.
small business loan is loaned at 8.5%. It does not vary. You're either approved or you're not. And the rock loan that we were doing was a 1% loan.
Yeah,
Nice. So we don't do risk-based pricing. We try to keep it as easily digestible as possible for these new entrepreneurs who have no real comprehension of how most of this stuff works. And we try to explain like, hey, here are the industry standards. Here where we're at. Here's what you expect going forward. But we're trying to be as understanding as possible and helpful toward that path of helping them grow.
Yeah, that's very commendable. It's great. Which to me says your assets benefactors and donors believe in the mission because you do a good job stewarding that money to make sure there is success. And then the payback is enough to sustain operations and things like that. So that's all really great. Really good. And I like that you're not taking advantage of people with interest.
Oh yeah,
That's really good.
No, it
like
defeats
that.
the purpose of the mission that we're trying to serve. If I'm charging 20% interest, because we're like, it's a high risk loan.
We just met here in the store before the show, and I shared something that came in my mailbox from Discover. Just one of those unsolicited loan offers you get. It's like, we'll give you $40,000 for 84 months, and it's a simple, easy payment. And then I did the quick math on my calculator, on my iPhone calculator. By the way, Denzel.
Come on, man.
Team iPhone, Team Android. By the way,
Go green bubble.
the payback was $59,000, and I just share that through the lens of when Assets is giving their customers, their entrepreneurs, 0% interest. The payback on 9,000 is 9,000. I shared it with my team because we have no interest financing, and we really stress to our customers, pay that off in the term. Because when the bank charges you 29.9, We don't get any of that.
Right? Yeah.
Your mattress didn't get 30% better. Okay. So please set up auto pay it. Like we do a little bit of counseling.
Yeah.
Pay it off early if you're able to. And, but I just shared that with my team to show like, hey, the value of what we offer is incredible because you get to take that investment out across a number of years and pay zero interest. So I like what you're doing too. It's really great.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's really great.
So the average person watching this is probably not a business owner.
Or hopefully you are a business owner and you're looking to support the next generation of entrepreneurs through assets.
There you go. Well done.
That was beautiful. It's like there was a teleprompter right there that said it or something. It isn't. But.
So I got started with Assets as a volunteer.
Yeah.
About 10 years ago. My background's in marketing and PR. And a friend of mine and our mayor-elect, Jamie Arroyo, was working at Assets at the time. They were looking for someone to run marketing boot camps. And Jamie's like, I got somebody for you. So I started volunteering, fell in love with the mission, to Denzel's point. Being able to support these entrepreneurs is so tangible because with my work with our donors and supporters, I can say to them, come, let's get coffee at Passenger. Passenger, Prince Street, Merrymakers Commons Company is entrepreneurs of assets. So I know that I can feel good about them taking all my money because I love their coffee so much, but also supporting an entrepreneur that Crystal and her team have been able to grow and expand and really showcase what is possible if you just have that good first step. Mm-hmm. And so for me, working with our entrepreneurs is really important because I want to be able to know their stories so I can both share their stories, but more importantly, I can connect our supporters to them because I think we have the best entrepreneurs throughout Central PA, but I'll never be able to tell their story like they will.
Yeah.
And so I see my role as a bridge or a connector to bring the folks together. It's you give us dollars, we turn that dollars into capital that goes into this business. Go to the business, check them out because you're investors in this work. And that's
a great way to think about it.
It's so, it's so much fun. It's makes, I think, development a lot easier. When I first started, I fell into development at Pet Pantry, and Mel asked me if I ever had any interest in it. I was like, not asking people for money, that's gross. And she asked me to tell her a story about one of our rescue dogs. I talked through the story, and she was just like, okay, so like, how do I help? And I'm like, oh, you can do this and this and this and this. And Mel is a genius and leans back and just kind of smiles at me. And she's like, and that's development. It's storytelling with a purpose. And I fell in love with it. And so I've been fortunate to work with Pet Pantry and with Girls on the Run. But when the position came available at Assets, I ran
that's so cool
to it because I just love the organization so much.
Yeah. Girls on the Run is another organization we've had on a couple times. Yeah. What are some of the challenges that entrepreneurs and small business owners face when you start talking to them? Like the average person watching, I don't think is a business owner or an entrepreneur maybe, but what are some of the challenges you see and barriers that they face to getting funding or getting off the ground?
Two biggest barriers would be access to capital and knowledge.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To expand on that question, so let's say somebody gets that you said the average loan is $9,000. Mm-hmm. Where, obviously every case is a little different, but there's probably commonalities, and I have some guesses as to where some of this money goes. But where does that money go? Like, what are the things that people commonly say? I'm able to be a mobile mechanic. Mm-hmm. I'm able to be a barber. I can cut hair really well, but I don't have my license. I don't have all the tools needed. I can't afford the chair. I can't afford the first month's rent. What are those, what are those common expenses that people need a loan for?
So a lot of folks come to us for loans for advertising, general working capital. Sometimes folks are just looking for a cushion to make sure they have money for salary, rent, give them hopefully give them a 3 to 6 month buffer there.
Mm-hmm.
Those are probably the most common uses. But we do have folks who are coming in and they're getting equipment, whether it's a barber that needs to get clippers, whether it's a lawn care guy who needs to get a new mower, a commercial cleaner that needs a floor cleaner. And sometimes people are just coming in for, just to get additional inventory. That one's a little bit less common.
Yep.
Typically don't see folks coming in for inventory. That's more of a line of credit thing. Yeah, that's typically what that looks like.
Yeah. Very good. I know from some of my volunteer work, and I know we want to talk about Keystone Clause.
The great social enterprise.
The great social enterprise pitch.
Yeah.
Yes. I know from my volunteer work at Career Center, the cosmetology program of all things has the most expensive buy-in or startup for the students, because the kit for cosmetology is about $700 at our Career Center.
Oh, wow.
Now you think like, the students going into carpentry, your hand tools might be $100. Your boots, steel toe boots, what, $80? And you're in the program. But cosmetology, $700. So that was kind of why I framed the question that way. Like, what are those expenses that maybe the average person watching might not know? And as you said, even though you're not an entrepreneur or somebody that might know what Assets does or needs Assets service, you could support Assets. So if you're an established hair salon, nail salon, and you're looking to defer some tax dollars, they're 501c3.
Yes, we are.
See, I'm just more on development. I'm just more abrupt and blunt. Like, give them your money.
And we will turn it into good things.
Move it over there.
Yes.
Right.
So we have a handful of ways that both individuals and businesses can support the organization. So to your point, individual donations, we rely on those because it's unrestricted funding. And so that's where we can put it towards the greatest need. We also utilize a state program called the Neighborhood Assistance Program. And that is a program that if a for-profit business gives a gift to Assets through NEP, they receive a 90% tax credit on that, on that gift. So let's take you guys, for example, a $10,000 check to Assets is $10,000 that we're able to utilize for capital, but it's only $1,000 in the books for you guys.
Okay, well.
So it's a great program. It's one that we've worked with for a couple years now and have been able to grow. And for us, it really allows us to kind of level up and be able to serve more entrepreneurs. So yeah.
Very cool.
Very
You
good.
can find information on our website, assetspa.org.
That donation example, the 90-10, that sounds very familiar to EITC.
Yes.
Is
So
that in the same vein of programming?
in the same vein.
Okay.
So EITC is specifically for education-based.
Right. Okay.
NAP is any for-profit business that pays Commonwealth tax that is interested in supporting an organization, the CDFI like ours.
Okay. There you go. I like that one too.
Yeah.
I love EITC because
Oh, it's fantastic.
It takes your tax dollars as a business and you can direct your, not that going into the general coffers of the state is bad, but you can know where your dollars are going.
I have a say.
Local and decide. Same thing here. So great program. And I want to get to Keystone Clause and the
Great social enterprise pitch.
Excellent.
Thank you. See, if you haven't noticed, he's the guardrails guy. I'm just all over the place. He does the questions. I'm just like, let's just talk. But we'll get to Keystone Clause. But on the what is this program that helps CDIF? CIDF?
CDFI.
Yes.
Thank you. Mr.
I knew it would come up.
You're saying it. I was like, no, stop saying it wrong. What are supposed to be? Community Development Financial Institution.
Yes.
So essentially, CDFIs were created to offset the harm caused through communities that haven't necessarily had the same access to resources. We are generated to ensure that there is not increased barriers to accessing capital. So we don't have any credit score requirement minimum. So to Denzel's point, if an entrepreneur goes to a traditional bank and they say, okay, I have this idea, and the bank's like, your credit score is 480. We cannot help you. No one wants to say no to someone's dream. They can say, hey, you're not quite ready for traditional financing here. Let me refer you to Assets. And then that entrepreneur comes to us. We do credit counseling with them. We provide them with tools and resources and education, get them, up to snuff. And we report through our loans to all of the credit bureaus to help them build their credit.
That's
and then
awesome.
we're able to refer them back to that banking partner. So we have wonderful relationships with the local banks, M&T and Fulton and First National. It's just a great way to say, you're not quite at this step yet, but we can get you here.
Yep. And as a donor through the CDFI program, nailed it. Through that program.
You were looking at the mic.
Right. Well, you might not have known that. Thanks a lot. Is there, so I know through EITC, you have to apply every July.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the similar processing? There's a certain time to apply,
yes.
and get approved.
So a CDFI is what Assets is, and then NAP is the state-led
NAP.
program. Neighborhood Assistance
I'll write
Program.
that one down.
And
too.
all of this is on your website.
All of this is.
See, thank
yes.
God.
Yes.
Thank you.
Or you
Thank
can
for
email me,
Assets being so organized. and not
Lindsay
relying
H
on me.
at assetspa.org.
Yes.
So we do have what is basically called an application window. So the state says, okay, get your applications in.
Yeah.
What is your project? What is the systemic issue you are looking to solve or tackle? And so we work with our banking partners, we work with our for-profit business partners, and we'll say, okay, for us, we serve 5 communities, and we are expanding this upcoming NAP round. So NAP for fiscal year 26-27. Will be focused on expansion into Lebanon and Dauphin counties.
Oh.
So these are counties that don't have microlending access currently. And so we know that if we can partner with JBT Bank and with M&T in these areas, that we'll be able to provide these resources to folks, but we need support to build the capacity. We're a wily crew of 13. And so going into these communities, being able to build trust
2 of them are here right
and
now.
relationships, yes, takes time and takes support.
Oh,
And so NAP is open from, typically they tell us in April, May. We start doing outreach before then just to get commitments.
Yep.
And then we submit our applications usually in June. And then we hear in September if our project has been approved. And then folks say, okay, you want on your 2026 taxes, you want to be able to, claim that 90% for that $10,000 gift. We'll be able to give you the contribution documents to be able to do that.
Yep.
And then, you have to say where your funds go, because death and taxes is the
Yeah,
only
right.
thing
That's
that's
right.
required.
And we'll move on to the great social enterprise pitch. But in all seriousness, if you're considering, contributing here through Assets through that program, or any of the other great people we've had on that, we've talked about EITC, get with your CPA, get with your accountant. It's a tremendous program. And like I said, great way to direct your tax dollars to something you're passionate about that's local. I think anytime we can put more dollars local,
Yes.
we're still giving the same dollars in taxes. It's still, you're not cutting anybody off over here or over there. It's just more of your dollars generated in your backyard stay in your backyard. And I think the less hands they go through, the better.
Yeah.
And I think that just, 10 grand probably more turns into like 12.5 because there's not any fall off. There's not any operational expense built in from up at the state level. That's just my opinion.
It's a great
agree.
program.
So great programs. Let's talk about Keystone Clause and what they did to have this talk about them today on the show.
Yeah. You want to talk about Michael and I'll talk about Jesse?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what?
So the great social enterprise pitch. What is that first?
Yes. We'll start with what the great social enterprise pitch is.
So what do we do here?
No, not that. I was going to say, what did you want me to tell you about Michael? But you got to cover the whole event too. So the great social enterprise pitch is a competition between entrepreneurs.
Okay.
And what these entrepreneurs are doing is they are either in the early process of launching their business or have just launched. And what they're doing is they're competing against other entrepreneurs in the process of how to present your business in a successful, in a positive light to potential funders, to potential, even potential buyers and other potential partners.
Almost kind of like a Shark Tank sort of
Yes,
vibe.
It's very much a Shark Tank sort of thing, except Lancaster style. Not,
Right.
No,
Kevin O'Leary is not saying you're dead to me.
Yeah.
Our judges are very nice.
Our judges are nice. They're not billionaires. They're not going to offer to, rip you off for your company.
Right.
So in our case, instead of having judges that are preparing to, potentially bid for your company,
right,
our judges are just awarding you a point score. And what the entrepreneurs are competing for is they are competing for a series of prizes. So first, second, and third place get a monetary cash prize in the form of a grant made out to their business. I believe for the most recent competition, it was $10,000 for first place, $5,000 for second place, and $2,500 for third place.
Yeah.
And Michael won our last competition.
That's Michael right there.
Yep, that's Michael with the big old beard that I could never grow. My pitiful excuse for a beard. But yes, that's Michael. And what his business is it's Keystone Claws Nail Studio. And as a guy who does not get his nails done, obviously I can't really refer much other than the fact that I can walk in there and breathe, which is not typical of being able to walk into nail salons.
Into a nail salon, yeah.
That is part of his business model where they focus on not only the quality of what they're doing, but a natural way of going about it. So they're
healthier, less chemicals.
Yeah, like the chemicals are not rubbing all that stuff on there. You don't walk in and your nose starts itching, eyes start watering. Yeah, I've been going to nail salons since I was a kid. My mom would drag me in there. Now I'm married. I don't mind being in his nail salon. You just breathe.
Yeah. What kind of sealed the deal for him to win?
As someone who is not a judge, I could not answer that question.
Okay, right.
So a little bit more context around the judges. So we, the assets team, are not the judges. We bring in other folks to keep it non-partial. Yep. We're working with the customers. We're helping them. So, of course, we're going to have bias as far as like, I would like this idea a little bit better, or this person's been doing much better in class. So to avoid any potential bias, we bring in outside folks. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to whack you. HR, I am sorry.
It's on record.
It is on video.
Oh, crap. I bet Andres is watching this right now.
So no bias in judging.
Yeah, there's no bias.
Hitting coworkers perfectly okay.
As long as they're a Cowboys fan, but you're not a Cowboys fan. So
no.
I apologize. I'm very sorry. I would never strike a fellow bird.
We're having too much fun on this show.
That's right. It's every Monday at 2:00.
So Michael won the $10,000 grant, which is great.
So Michael was actually one of our top 3 winners.
Oh, okay.
So he was second place. So he won a $5,000 grant.
Oh.
You see where the bias comes in.
He established Keystone Claws. Are now in their second year.
Yeah.
He has been in the black the entire time
Very
that
cool.
the salon has been open. He really wanted to focus on the sustainability and the environmental impact and being disruptive to the nail industry. So to Denzel's point, you walk into a nail salon, doesn't smell that great. Maybe they're very quick about it. You dip your hands in soapy water and out you go. At Keystone Claws, they do appointments that are slower and more sort of intentional with their customers. So I've been going to Keystone Claws since they opened. Don't look at my nails because I just moved and they're not done right now.
Sorry.
But Michael wanted to ensure that his team could make a living out of being a nail tech. These are artists. They do incredible detailed work. And historically, coming out of cosmetology school, being a nail tech like wasn't your full-time job because it just wasn't financially sustainable. And so he wants to pay his folks well. He wants to ensure that it is a safe, affirming, welcoming environment for everyone in the community. And so he has built a space to do that. And he is looking to expand his space so that he can bring on more techs. And the name of the nail salon is Keystone Claws. He wants to be statewide.
Oh, that's cool.
And so the support that Assets has been able to give him both through the Great Social Enterprise pitch and then also through a series of loan capital were a part of him expanding his business and creating this beautiful, warm, welcoming, necessary space.
That's so cool.
Throughout our community.
So who are the other folks on the screen?
So the other two, so in the center is Blanca. Blanca is the owner of Fuel Kids. She was our first place winner of the 2025 Great Social Enterprise Pitch. She is a trained chef. She was the head chef for the culinary program at Tech Centro. And she had an idea where she does meal prep services for adults. But we know that like kiddos go to daycare and they might be eating like Doritos and Dino Nuggets and Uncrustables, and then they can't stay focused or they're bouncing all over the walls. So she created Fuel Kids to be a reasonably priced, nutritionally dense meal program and is working with local daycares to provide kids with good lunches and good snacks, because we know that if we feed our kids well, they're going to be more present. They're going to be able to, pay attention and participate. And she is an incredible human doing just amazing, amazing work. And then our other winner is Denzel. His idea was Sub-Zero Suit. So Denzel is a former different Denzel.
Denzel.
He is an immigrant from Africa. He came here to the States to play basketball when he was in high school. And he had a lot of injuries, right? Really hard on his body. Didn't necessarily listen to his coaches when they're like, what you really need to do? Recover. Do your ice baths. Take recovery seriously. It's a 20-some-year-old kid. He's not going to be doing that. So he came up with this idea where it essentially think of like long johns that have gel ice packs around your major muscle groups that you put in the freezer. So you put your Sub-Zero Suit in the freezer. You come home from a hard workout, you put your suit on, and you are essentially cooling down and recovering like you would in an ice bath.
Oh, wow.
It's an incredible idea. Tons of opportunity for scalability. And he currently has a patent pending for his suit. So, yeah.
That's so much
amazing.
Better. So my son would come home from football practice with the bags of like the chewy, small chipped ice, which is really great because it like molds around your shoulder.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he would come home with like 7 of these bags and then inexplicably throw them in the chest freezer, and they would conform to whatever was in the chest freezer and then freeze.
Yes.
And one day, literally, my chest freezer was like ice jammed. It's like having to I get my hammer out and like banging away at this ice. The Sub-Zero Under Armour would be just so much
Sub-Zero
better.
Suits.
We're just solving problems.
So that is the level of innovation that Assets entrepreneurs have.
That's really neat.
They really do address problems, challenges, see gaps in the market, and our community is only made better for it. So that's why Assets exists. How can we showcase and support and uplift these entrepreneurs? Because we know that Sub-Zero Suits is an incredible idea. Cannot wait to see where he's at a year, 5, 10 years from now when Nike picks this up.
Yeah, right. LeBron James wearing his.
Yes.
I mean, all jokes aside, this could be something that could go to like a Shark Tank.
100%.
Got a patent, serves a need, very cool, very applicable.
Yeah, there we go.
You don't necessarily have to be an athlete to wear something like this. You could be somebody that just does gardening in your backyard for 6 hours and your knees are sore and you love that. And all of a sudden I can see it. Damon John's like, well, I know the person at Nike. I'm in.
Yes. So
I'll give you $10 million
to see
for 20% and a 5% royalty.
how far he goes.
Here comes Smart Cuban.
And Robert O'Leary's over there snarling. And, I forget the other personality, Mark Cuban, and I forget the other personalities, but I could totally see something.
Yeah.
And that would be right from here because of assets.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is fantastic.
The Great Social Enterprise Pitch is essentially a culmination celebration of our idea incubator. So our idea incubator is a 15-week business cohort intensive where entrepreneurs go through everything: finances, marketing and branding, why you can't keep your receipts in shoebox, all of that good stuff. They help identify their MVP, their minimum viable product. What is that one thing that solves the challenge in the market that you can produce, create, make, get out into the marketplace to solve this issue and be profitable? And then a full-fledged business plan. So they go through the the idea incubator, then final 5 is chosen. The final 5 go on to the Great Social Enterprise Pitch, and then they pitch their idea for grant funding.
So you do this annually?
Yes, we do this annually. On point. So we will be opening applications, I believe in...
Well, there it says May, but that was last year.
Yes, that was last year.
Yep.
But I believe it's still in May this year because we start in June.
Yeah, we'd have to check.
Yeah.
So,
On that one.
so it goes idea incubator first, and then you go through the pitch.
Yes. Idea incubator to the pitch.
And then can the community attend?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is, mark your calendars. It is going to be Thursday, September 10th, 2026 at 5:00 at Zootropolis.
Okay.
So it is open to the public. We will sell tickets. There will be more information on our idea, our Great Social Enterprise Pitch page when we get closer to it. But yeah, it's the funnest night in the city.
Imagine.
It's entrepreneurs from all over the region. It's community members. It's supporters and family. And we have, Zootropolis is a great venue for us because it's women owned, which is very important to us. And it's also a super eclectic space. And our entrepreneurs are eclectic and unique and diverse. And we want to be able to showcase them in a space that feels authentic to their concepts.
So cool.
Yeah.
So,
Very cool. And you're doing a lot of great stuff. I love it.
Thanks.
Love all of it. This hour has literally zipped right
We're
by.
like,
Oh my
I can't
gosh.
believe what time it is.
Oh my.
Wow.
It's all right.
I didn't realize.
Time flies when you're having fun talking
Yeah.
crap on the
Absolutely.
Cowboys, right? And doing great entrepreneurial work. It's all good. It's all good.
For, as we wrap up our time here, for people listening and watching who feel inspired by the mission of Assets, what are some meaningful ways that they can support Assets?
Yeah. So obviously, as part of the advancement team, we are always accepting donations, gifts, support. And that's one aspect, right? Like monetary support is wonderful, but also we work with entrepreneurs. And if you are an entrepreneur, if you've been in business, if you want to pay it forward, we would love to have folks give of their time, talent, and treasure to be able to say, hey, I actually am an expert in XYZ thing. And we have a seminar coming up. I would love to be able to present that seminar. Wonderful. Come. Let us be able to showcase them and to show our entrepreneurs that entrepreneurship is not just one thing. And there's ways to be able to learn about what entrepreneurship looks like through folks that have been through it.
Yep.
And they can help educate the newbies on, hey, maybe don't do that because that didn't quite work out for me.
Sure.
So yeah, anyone who is looking to share their knowledge, is looking to partner with us. We are always looking for volunteers to be able to be a part of our seminars and webinars. Thank you so much. Oh, this is so good. So we have on our events schedule all of our upcoming seminars and webinars. So if anything speaks to you, you want to come and sit in on a session, I love to bring people into the sessions just to see what we're all about. Like I said, I think I'm a pretty decent storyteller, but I'll never be able to tell our entrepreneurs stories like they can. So come and meet them, hang out with us. We're in Southern Market, so we have a pretty rad office.
Yeah, that's very cool. Very cool. I think is time, talent, treasure your thing, or did you hear us talk about that often too?
So time, talent, treasure I picked up forever ago.
Yeah.
Either with Pet Pantry or Girls on the Run.
Yeah.
It's all right. I don't have that one trademarked. I have other
We talk
ones,
about
but
that all
It's
the
still
time.
time,
on
talent,
this
and
show.
treasure.
Yep.
in all seriousness, though, please do connect with Assets. If you are somebody that has advice, life experience, business experience, where you can help new people compress time, which could be the most costly thing. I saw the commercial lease thing come up. Boy, that's one we talk to our peers often.
Mhm.
I actually have in my ChatGPT work, I have a lease review folder for some of the retailers that we mentor in the retail space. And it's like, yes, send me your lease. And I run it through and I have all of my parameters in there of what, like, absolutely you don't want to have to worry about. And, that's a great one.
Yeah.
So if you have knowledge there, please do reach out. So,
Yeah, paying it forward is a great way to
really
invest
is.
in this community.
Really, really is. All right. Well, we're going to go overtime because Ben has brand new questions for Connection Cocktail, and then we'll wrap it up.
What time is it?
It's I expanded the clock. It is exactly 2:59,
right.
58.
All right.
We're not that far behind.
So Connection Cocktail. These are
Rapid
questions
fire.
to get to know the two of you a little bit better. First question. So long drive, you got an opportunity to listen to something. Are you music people, podcast people, and whichever vein that is, what are you listening to?
Depends on if I'm traveling by myself.
Oh, okay.
If I'm by myself, it's probably a podcast. If it's me and my son, it's probably an audiobook.
Okay.
If it's me, my son, and my wife, it's Bad Bunny.
All right. Super Bowl performer,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
All right. How old's your son?
My son's 11.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. How about you?
I am probably podcast first. My favorite podcast is Morbid. It's
What is that?
true crime
Okay.
because gotta stay aware.
Are you only Murders in the Building fan?
Yes, it's so delightful.
Yeah. it's-
I grew up reading Agatha Christie books.
Okay.
And so I just love, true crime is, I don't love true crime. I'm fascinated, I
Right.
guess, by the storytelling of it. And then, music wise, Bad Bunny is
Okay. All right.
like our,
It's like our office theme song.
yes.
Chris, can you outro that? No, I guess we can't do that.
That gets us a definite copyright strike. That's for sure. All right. Next question. If friends had to describe you using one word outside of work, what's that one word? Go to Lindsay first.
Well, you could do it for each other, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, that would be
You go-
fun.
You go for. Oh wait, so I have to describe. Wait,
Yeah.
I gotta describe you. Oh Lord. Don't worry, it's gonna be complimentary.
Okay. Snappy.
Fierce.
Oh, thank you. That's so kind. Mine was going to be like joking or like jovial.
For yourself.
No, for
For
Denzel.
Denzel. Okay.
Yes,
I can feel that.
we goof off. We get a lot done, but we goof off.
Your HR is watching. Stop telling us.
But you're the dream team,
Hey, look, HR,
like
I'll fix this right now. Hey, look, HR, just like go check some spreadsheets and go tune in to the SHRM, the local SHRM. Yeah, well, I know your life. Go on the local SHRM webinar on LinkedIn. All right, just do your thing.
All right. Question number 3. I feel
got
like
you.
we're learning
I got
so
your
much.
Appreciate it.
So this is, directly relevant to the conversation we just had for the last hour. Local business you love supporting that people should know about. I know it's hard for you
Oh
to
my
pick one because
gosh.
there's probably hundreds.
I've got
I know that
mine.
you help, but
Yeah, you go. I gotta
Me go?
think. Yeah.
Who do you think I'm going to say? Urban Farmhouse.
What is Urban Farmhouse?
Yes.
You don't know what Urban Farmhouse is? Oh,
I don't.
my goodness. All right.
It's gonna change your life.
Urban Farmhouse is a cheesecake place. All right.
Okay.
I know it doesn't sound like it, but the
You got me
name
at cheesecake.
Yeah.
Say no more.
Yeah, right.
best cheesecake hands down in the area. I'm sorry to everyone in the area that makes cheesecakes. Urban Farmhouse on North Queen Street, right next door to Yorgos. Melissa's the owner. Freaking fantastic. And she's not a customer, so this is completely unbiased. Your producer is fast. For the producer.
So the bar will be my mother-in-law makes a fantastic cheesecake. We have it every Christmas. I'll have to compare it. compared to. That's the bar.
If you want to take that sort of life risk, go ahead. I wouldn't advise it. The cheesecake's fantastic. Don't tell your mother-in-law.
Yeah.
You're going to have a tense Thanksgiving next year.
I mean, look, the thing about picking one thing and you said it's right on Queen Street, like you go to the urban farmhouse, you know, unless you're just going to have a whole meal of cheesecake, which would be pretty amazing.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Right. I just said that out loud. Like, oh, wait, that could be cool. You could go to Yorgos. You could go to some other places up and down Queen Street. Like, it's not like it's the only thing on Queen Street.
Oh, yeah.
So
like
you just did everybody on Queen Street. It's not biased at all. You just gave the whole block of Queen Street a show.
Yeah, that whole first,
stop at the Cheesecake Urban Farmhouse. Yeah,
that's the blueberry cheesecake. I know I've had that one.
That's a
delicious.
Chocolate Oreo.
All right, Lindsay, your spot.
Okay. I'm going to say, I'm so torn. I'm going to say cilantro.
Whoa.
You just won my daughter's heart.
So cilantro, Cindy and Sam, so they're Assets Entrepreneurs. And they have a wonderful spot right downtown at the corner of Duke and
King.
Thank you. As well as another location out here off of Fruitville Pike, and then a third location in Camp Hill. So they are one of my favorite places because the food is so good.
It's so good. It's really good.
So fresh, so delicious, so intentional. The spices are great. Like, it's just so good. But Cindy and Sam are incredible entrepreneurs. They grew up in the restaurant business, saw their folks in the restaurant space, and have a very distinct palette that they wanted to share with our community, and have created this amazing restaurant that we all benefit from. And so, yeah, we just love them.
Yeah, I do too. My family does. We've made the shift from like a few years ago being like Chick-fil-A, what the kids want. Now it's cilantro. It's like the one thing that our family can agree on.
It's so amazing.
Yeah, really, really good. Well, thanks for playing along.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Lindsay, Denzel, representing Assets Lancaster. I mean, the hour flew by like this. Thank you for the work that you're doing and that Assets Lancaster is doing for the community of Lancaster. Yeah. So cool. I'm really excited to see the impact you can make in these other communities as well. Harrisburg, Lebanon, because I feel like the last 30 years, Lancaster has had this like resurgence, and I got to think Assets has had a huge hand in that. So doing that for these other communities, I think is going to be great as well.
We're super excited. Excited to expand. Do good things.
Cool.
All right. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having us.
We appreciate you. We got a little bit of business to wrap up. My sleep better tip. So I have this one and many more for you. You go to gardnersmattressandmore.com/sleep-better, and we'll send you a free copy of that book right in the mail, hard copy, not this digital PDF stuff that actually disrupts your sleep when you want to read it at night. That's really bad for you. That's not my tip, but my tip is I'm going to be like Harold HR right now, and the parent. Go to bed at the same time and wake up at the same time, and really relevant coming out of the holidays, right? Yeah. You probably stayed up New Year's Eve watching Stranger Things, or binge watched it all the way to the morning on Christmas. I forget exactly how it all went, but either way, it disrupted your sleep routine. Consistent bed, going to bed, consistent waking up in the morning. One of the very best things you can do. Also one of the hardest things you can do. And if you have kids and teenagers, they don't listen to this at all, but if you can get them on that rhythm, their attitudes will improve, their sleep will improve, their mental health will improve, their grades will improve. Everybody wins. All right. So that's a great one. We'll send you that one and many more when you get our free book.
All right. Oh, that was a funny sound. Did you hear that?
Bro, loud and clear in this Shure fizzle fazzle.
It's a good microphone.
Microphone.
Right. Yeah, Chris, they work. So testimonial time, Gardeners Mattress and More, who produces this show. This literally came in the mail today. Mailman dropped it off. It passed through my hands to your desk, and now it's here. Open it up 5 minutes before, and we should open these up live in person. Oh, that would be fun. That'd be awesome. So feedback form here, testimonial from Patrick and Beth. Overall experience with Gardeners was great. Chad, shout out to great associate here, Chad, knowledgeable and patient in answering our questions and allowing us to pretty much try every mattress type in the store. Sales process was clean and efficient, and everything was explained in detail. So thank you, Patrick and Beth, for your purchase from Gardeners and your kind words to Chad and us.
And I'm going to, inflate my ego again, but I think this is more about our team and our customers. We passed 600 reviews on Google in the last week. We're actually now at 602. So thank you. Thank you. I'll take the real applause. I won't push the button. But we're very proud of that. And we do that also just simply by asking. We don't have any fancy review software that's available out there on the marketplace to make it a slicker user experience on your phone. That's just simply, we ask you, we send you maybe a couple email reminders, but it's not the slick high-tech stuff that's out there. And that's intentional because we want to earn it and we want you to feel good about giving it. And so I will say it that way. And we're very proud of 602 and that we get thousands of those handwritten ones, and you can read them all. We've got binders out there of them. So we would love to be your place to help you wake up happy. And that's that.
That's it. I think that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you being here. All the great work you're doing at Assets. And we'll see you next week on Lancaster Connects at 2:00. Take care.
Comments of this quote through the roof. So there you go.